Breaking news we have been following all morning for you here, impacting hundreds of thousands of commuters. New Jersey train engineers right now on strike for the first time in more than 40 years.
Well, the engineers walked off the job at midnight. We have team coverage. Kim Hudson is tracking the alternates for commuters. But first, CBS News Philadelphia's Jan Carabeo is live at the Atlantic City rail station where those engineers are now walking the picket line. Morning, Jan.
Jim and Janelle, good morning. The union tells us it remained at the bargaining table for 15 hours yesterday, but they were not able to strike a deal with New Jersey Transit over wage increases. So at 12:01, members walked off the job. You can see behind me, we have some of those striking workers on the picket line this morning here in Atlantic City. These are New Jersey Transit train engineers, and they have brought much of the nation's third largest transit system to a halt. It is the first time this union has walked off the job in more than 40 years. Now, commuters are expecting a bit of a mess this morning, and those who rely on the system are being encouraged to work from home today. This strike impacts more than 350,000 riders, including those in our area who take the Atlantic City line and the Northeast Corridor line to New York City. NJ Transit and the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen say pay is the main sticking point. A contingency plan, meantime, is set to start on Monday, but it covers only 20% of rail riders, and that is causing a lot of uncertainty for commuters. We spoke to one student who commutes to New York, I should say, for school by getting on the system at the Hamilton train station. Take a listen.
I'm not sure if I'm able to get to the city for my final, so it's a little bit of a dilemma.
We went in fully expecting that we would be able to strike a deal with New Jersey Transit, as we've been attempting to do for over 5 years, to bring New Jersey Transit's engineers up to a wage level that is commensurate with all the other passenger railroad engineers in the Northeast. Unfortunately, New Jersey Transit just was not willing to bridge that gap, and we find ourselves at the end of our rope.
We must reach a final deal that is both fair to employees and at the same time affordable for New Jersey's commuters and taxpayers. Again, we cannot ignore the agency's fiscal realities, because you want to know what would happen if we did. Just look across the Delaware River and see what's happening with SEPTA.
Now, we mentioned a contingency plan. Our Kim Hudson has those details in just a moment, but it relies heavily on buses. And remember, NJ Transit says buses can only handle 20% of rail riders, and that is why, again, they are encouraging people who rely on the system to work from home. Now, Governor Phil Murphy and NJ Transit's president are expected to provide an update at 10 o'clock this morning. In the meantime, the union says it is prepared to stay out on strike as long as it takes. Jim and Janelle, back into you.
Oh boy, what a mess for commuters on this Friday. Jan, thank you for that.
Now let's get the latest on the alternates for the morning commute.
That's right. Kim Hudson standing by in the next traffic center. Right, Kim, how are people supposed to get around with this?
Janelle and Jim, they're going to have to do a lot of planning. So we are going to go ahead and start with that plan that Jan mentioned for Monday. There will be park and ride buses for those taking the Northeast Corridor into New York City. That will get you into Newark Penn Station, and then you can hop on the PATH train system from there. But again, that doesn't start until Monday. So New Jersey Transit recommends that riders go ahead, hop on Amtrak, but you have to buy a separate Amtrak ticket. Amtrak will not honor New Jersey Transit tickets. For those of us taking the Atlantic City line, there's no shuttle busing, but there are existing buses that run parallel to the line. New Jersey Transit recommends you hop on one of those, or when you get into the Lindenwold area, go ahead, get on PATCO to get you throughout the Philadelphia, Camden area. So those are the two lines in our area affected by the transit strike. The New Jersey Transit River Line is not impacted by the strike, but there are 3 trains canceled because of equipment availability, and there is 1 canceled because of mechanical issues, so there are some delays there. And for those of us taking SEPTA, you should know that the Paoli-Thorndale line had some equipment issues at Suburban Station. The stop is still operational, but you will have to wait for a later train. Jim?
Thank you so much, Kim, and stay with CBS News Philadelphia for the latest updates on negotiations on air, streaming, and online at cbsphiladelphia.com.